Hey, what's up everyone? Alex here, back with another video for the SEO System Artificial Intelligence Othello software. So today I'm going to be showing you how to review a game that you've played. So I think one of the most popular applications for gameplay today is Othello Quest. Okay, so let's just go into rankings right now and let's take a quick look. So the top ranked player is Fumpiket, also known as Mr. Ben Seeley, two-time world champion from America. So if I wanted to review one of Mr. Ben Seeley's game, I would go into his records and then just basically pull up anyone that is interesting. So let's pull up maybe one for him playing as white, and then basically click on view the game. So if I wanted to do a manual review, what I would do is basically to just click through his opening just to get a sense of what was being played, just to understand the opening. So this is a snake opening that led to, yeah, so Ben Seeley was playing white and diagonal. So over here it was a snake opening that was being played. So if we look at the first few sequences, this is more like a very manual way of reviewing games. So assuming if you had SEO open and if you were to just go to the library mode and click on, the sequence that has happened and just kind of replay it by memory, you would be able to see that, hey, this is a -2 opening that was being played by 255 underscore H. I believe he should be a player from China, one of the top players. So basically, this was the variation being played, and Mr. Ben Seeley played this. And this was kind of like how the opening transpired, and Mr. Ben Seeley, played the best move over here. So that was kind of like the first few sequences that I played into. So I think for those of you who are not accustomed or used to actually memorizing sequences of the game, you're new to the game, it will take some time for you to kind of memorize and understand openings and memorize the sequences for quick manual kind of review. So this is how I would probably manually review the game. But most of us who are very well seasoned players, we tend to be able to kind of uh, remember the game sequence and just quickly review the game on the software right after without much trouble, I guess. So most of the time is because we incorporate certain kind of intention to each move and try to understand the game. So that's how we replay. So this is how we would replay. So assuming if I replayed it to this point and I saw that black played this move, and then basically Ben C played a very interesting kind of diagonal cut that created a one square gap, which is usually not that conventional. So maybe we could check it. So indeed, regrouping to the center was the best, even though it's a bit loud, but it's important to kind of grab that position and create access. And over here, Mr. Bensi didn't play the best move. The best move was G5 over here to +6. So it's kind of interesting to note that, he's not playing optimal. I'm pretty sure that he would definitely know that this is the best move, but he probably chose to play something more interesting over here to create an unconventional shape. Maybe he's just trying it out whether it works or just trying to push, it out of book. So even for this, if you look at the library that for SEO that's reviewing, once the kind of library statistics or the kind of minor small numbers go away, it then kind of suggests that it's kind of no longer in the book of SEO. So the engine would have to calculate. So this is the interesting part of SEO. When it's showing just a pure big number, it's just calculating and recommending what's the kind of expected outcome. So over here, it's assuming that black is leading by 6 this right now. So this is more of the manual way of how you could potentially review a game. So another way is that you could go to the menu and then essentially click on send, and this will pull up the sequence. So you just need to copy the sequence over here. So what you could do is just copy the sequence over here and basically go back to your SEO app, go to tools, go to insert line from clipboard, and once you insert the line from the clipboard for SEO, it actually automatically does a regression analysis, which is kind of analyzing the game from backwards. So essentially, it will take some time, maybe a minute or two, just to run out the sequence, and then you'll have a very nice chart in terms of how you can review the game. So manually, it's kind of like replaying the game forward, and the automated way of reviewing the game or just running through a regression analysis is just pumping the sequence in to just review the game from a backwards manner, and the software analyzes it. So over here you can see the chart the bottom part is the chart. So I'll cover this more in detail in the next in the video that I'm covering on regression analysis. But we can see, how the kind of game has progressed. The game quality, Black was playing 2.54, lost this. White was playing 1.54, so definitely White was playing a better quality game. And you can see even the last few moves, it was kind of like a perfect sequence for both players because the chart was level. Both players were not really losing. So White was only losing the game at one point in time and then was leading throughout. So this is kind of expected from Mr. Ben Seeley, who is definitely a world-class player still and very relevant in the scene. So what you can do over here in this analysis, you can basically just double tap at any point in time that you wanted to find out. You can just double tap that and they will show you the bot position of what went wrong. And even in the details of the analysis, they will tell you, for all the ones in red is basically this loss that might have created a change in the result, maybe from a loss to a draw, or from a loss to a win, or a win to a loss. That kind of mistakes. And then there are the blue lines that are more minor mistakes that probably you lost some this, but it didn't result in a game-changing mistake. So it's still fine and acceptable. For example, -18 going to -16. Yeah. So that's all for the game review for today. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you at the next episode. Goodbye.